antiquities as well as the modern world in preparation for its grand opening and ensuring the readiness of the services it provides to test the full visitor experience. To shed light about the GEM, the Grand Egyptian Museum, we are very much delighted to be joined over the phone by Dr. Ola Al Agizy, former Dean of the Faculty of Archaeology, Cairo University. Good morning, Doctor.
Good morning.
Doctor, with over 100,000 artifacts on display, to what extent do you think that the GEM is a comprehensive and immense journey through the ancient Egyptian history?
Well, the GEM, of course, is the biggest museum that exhibits only one civilization, and mainly the objects of Tutankhamun.
Yes.
For the first time, all the objects of Tutankhamun, all the treasures of Tutankhamun will be in the same area, in the same museum.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the most important thing about the GEM. And now that we are beginning to visit the museum, we can see also very great things like the obelisk of King Ramses II, which is placed on a support, a high support that allows the visitors to see the name of the cartouche of the King Ramses II underneath it. So this is for the first time an obelisk is exhibited in this way, high above, and that people could pass by below the obelisk. As for the museum itself, of course, its architecture, modern architecture, is great. When you enter in the atrium, you find the big, enormous statue of Ramses II, which is, gives you a feeling of awe to this civilization. Of course, what can be visited now is the atrium. Apart from the atrium is the grand staircase, which is very, very interesting because it holds a lot of big statues of main kings and also gods of ancient Egypt. And it opens up on view to the pyramids, on the Giza pyramids.
Yes.
So this is what is really great about this museum. All the objects, all the artifacts of the treasures of King Tutankhamun are already in place now, but we cannot visit it before the real opening of the museum.
Dr. Yes, please go ahead.
No, it's okay.
Yes. Doctor, how is the Grand Egyptian Museum divided actually to represent the different dynasties of the Egyptian history?
Well, yes, it is. It divides the kings, and the statue of the kings goes on chronologically through the different areas, to different periods of the Egyptian history. But since it is mainly concerned with the treasures of Tutankhamun, this is what is going to be the main attraction for the visitors. We have never seen all this collection of Tutankhamun, because some pieces were in the basement of the museum. There was no enough place to exhibit everything. So that's why for the first time people will see new treasures of Tutankhamun. Of course, the museum is also for children to understand the civilization and the history of ancient Egypt, because there is also a part of our room which shows an exhibit for children.
Yes.
It's a children museum. Yes.
Yes, Doctor, what are the different themes here under which the artifacts are displayed?
These what you see on the screen now was the triad of the king of the god Ptah of Memphis and his wife and child, also the statues of Ramses II and Tutmosis III, the head of Hatshepsut, all different kings, objects of the kings of the new kingdom.
Mm. Yes. Doctor, now with the inauguration, the expected inauguration of the GEM, how we should be marketing abroad for this massive event which would be taking place in Egypt, and I think it would be a breakthrough in the history of museums worldwide as well.
Well, I don't understand your question.
Yes. To what extent we should be marketing for this great event which will be taking place a few months later?
Of course,
yes.
Everyone is expecting the opening of the museum, and it is already a little bit late, but due to the events that are happening in the area and the construction of the metro and all the area around the museum, yes. That has delayed a little bit the opening. But of course, everyone is expecting. I'm always asked, when is the museum opening? When is the... Yes. Everyone asks this question. Of course, it's going to be a very big event, and lots of very important personalities are going to be invited for this opening.
Yes.
What I would like to talk about also is not only the parts inside the museum, but there is also the exhibiting of the boat, the Khufu boat.
Yes.
Which has been transferred from the pyramid area to the museum. And this, of course, will be a great display of the Khufu, the first Khufu Cheops boat. And there is the second one, which is going to be restored, which is still being restored, and the people and the visitors will be able to see it while it is restored. So it's going to be a way of seeing how are what are stages of the steps of the restoration.
Yes.
And it's going to, for the first time, people will be able to look at the objects being restored as if they were in the field itself.
Yes, indeed. Doctor, what we should not be missing while visiting the GEM?
What we should not, what?
What we should not be missing while visiting the GEM, the most important and significant artifacts which we should be watching and seeing during our visit to the GEM.
The collection of Tutankhamun,
yes.
all the things, all the objects which were in the Cairo Museum.
Yes.
And of course, the one thing that has not been yet transported to the museum is the mask of Tutankhamun. Because people, tourists has to see it in the Egyptian Museum until the opening of this the Grand Museum. So the whole collection of Tutankhamun is the most important part of it. Of course, yes. What you see now on the screen are the restoration
yes.
the restoration department with all where the objects, all the objects were very neatly, very accurately restored before being displayed in the museum.
Indeed. Indeed, very important restoration work.
Yes, it is worth visiting also.
Of course, many important artifacts would be displayed in the GEM, and indeed, on top of which is the staff and the jewelry and all the belonging of King Tut. Indeed, very important event that all the world is waiting for. Dr. Ola Al Agizy, former Dean of the Faculty of Archaeology, Cairo University, thank you so much for your precious input. Our dear viewers, a quick recap. We did shed light today in our episode about the latest developments taking place in the Gaza Strip, the expected truce between Hamas and Israel in light of the visit which was by the U.S. Top diplomat Antony Blinken to the region, and our expectation for or our hope for reaching a ceasefire on the ground in order to be able also to enter the humanitarian aid to the Strip. Also, we did shed light about the expectation and the preparation taking place in the Gem ahead of the inauguration of the Grand Egyptian Museum. Our dear viewers, with that we come to the end of this edition of The Breakfast Show. Till tomorrow with another crew. I'm Mahis Tirabia signing off. Many thanks for watching.